this is Dan from Paracord. Today I'm going to show you a new bracelet that you can make. You might have seen these before. It's just kind of a neat little weave. I've heard it called a dragon's tongue, but here's one I made out of OD green and brown. Thought it looked pretty cool, so I'm making it with the side release buckle. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and hopefully you can do some on your own. I have all my supplies here. What I used for the one I'm going to make, I'm going to use desert camo and black mixed together, and it's about 75 inches of each one. You can probably get away with 65 to 85 depending on the sizes that you want. I have my side release buckle. I had these little stickers made when I first started doing this that fit almost perfect inside the little rectangle that's on the side release buckle, so that's kind of neat. My forceps, scissors, and my butane lighter here. I suggest getting one of those if you do a lot of paracording, because it burns fast, and it's pretty accurate, and you don't melt a lot of the stuff around the piece that you're melting. So I'm going to get started, and hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, I'm going to get started here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to loop one of the colors through. Just kind of loop it around twice, and this end is going to hang loose. Alright, then I'm going to take the end of the other color, and I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to have it to where the loose ends are on the outside. Alright, and again, this is a 5/8 inch side release buckle. Alright, so just like that. Hopefully you can tell what's going on there, not too hard. And then we're going to take the other end, keep these nice and straight, make sure you don't have them twisted around, and then I'm going to put the other end through. You want to make sure you have it lined up right with the other one, so your bracelet's not all twisted up. Alright, so I just ran it through there, and again, make sure that it's going to hook up right. Alright, and then this is where you decide what size you're going to make. I'm just going to make a small one here. Okay, and then once you figure out the size, you'll go ahead and loop this guy around again. Just loop it through here, and this is where it helps to have the ends melted. And then just pull it through. Alright, and then the other side. Run it through here. Alright, so we got it looped around on this side and looped around on the other side. This side has some short loose ends here. This side has your long working ends. Okay, and at this point, once you get it all set nice and tight, you might want to check your size again. Make sure you have it where you want it. Okay, Now here's where you start the weave. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go under. Let's start with the left side here with the black. You're going to go under both of the middle pieces and then over the outside piece. Okay, then alright, you're going to take the right side that's underneath your black piece, move it over and then under and pull it through. Okay, hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay, so there's what you have so far. Alright, then this piece that's hanging out here now on the right side is over top here, under, then over the two middle pieces. Okay, and then you're going to want to push that up and pull everything nice and tight. Okay, now you have this. You have both of these sides, or both of these cords coming out on the left side here. So the top one is going to go over, okay, the other color, over it, under and over, and then you're going to pull it through. Okay, and pull it nice and tight. Alright, both sides. Alright, and push it up. Okay, now this one, alright, is already underneath here, so now it's going to go over and under, and you're going to pull it through. Okay, and now you're going to have both strands coming out the right side. Okay, so now you're going to actually do the opposite. Alright, so we got the desert camo on top. Now that's going to go under, over, under. Okay, and then you're going to pull it through. Alright, and pull it tight. Push everything up. Okay, then this one, okay, is going to go under, over. Alright, hopefully you're getting that, and I'm keeping it in the camera. And as you're going, you're making sure that you're keeping everything nice and tight and pushed up. Okay, so now again, you have them both sticking out the left side here, and you'll notice this one is underneath everything. So you automatically know, well, it's underneath everything, so now I'm going to start out by going on top and then under and over. Okay, and then pull it through. Alright, so you're kind of starting to see it come together, but once we do a few more. Okay, so now here you're going to go over, under, pull it through. Okay, so now you have them two coming out the right side. Now you notice this is on top, so obviously you're going to go under, over, under, pull it through. Okay, push it up. Alright, this one is on top, so you're going to go under, over, pull it through. Okay, and push it up. Alright, so now you're starting to see it come together, hopefully. So again, over, under, over. Pull it tight, push it up. Okay, over, under. Push it up. Okay, so that's kind of the idea, and you keep doing that all the way down. and it's gonna form a pattern like that. And so I'll come back on camera once I get a little bit further down to the bottom. Okay, I'm getting down here close to the end. Now, one thing you can do is, it gets difficult to trying to keep tucking the paracord into there. So one thing you can do is you can loosen these up a little bit, give yourself a little more room, and then put a few more loops through there and then squeeze it back up. So I'm down here. Let me do a quick more loops, show you what I'm doing. Again, I have them both here sticking out of the left side. The top color is going to go over, under, over, and you're going to pull it through. Okay, and then the leftover color is going to go over, through the tiny hole here, and then under. And now we got them both poking out on the right side. Still, this color here is always going to be on top. So if you loop through and you don't have the same color that you've always had on top, you've done something wrong. Alright, so constantly pushing this up tight. So now I'm going to go under, over, under. So from one side you go over, under, over. The other side you go under, over, under. Alright, now I want to try and get a few more in here, and then I'll pull it up tight. Over, under, through the hole, and over. Okay, and you can kind of see how it's looking here. Alright, so now what you got to decide is, okay, we can tighten these back down now. You got to decide how you're going to tuck all this stuff in and try and hide it. I haven't perfected that yet. I tried to find some different videos on people doing it, but I really couldn't find anything worthwhile. So your suggestions will be much appreciated. So now all I pretty much do is get these things tight, and then I'll tuck these two strands. I'll get them all situated here. I'll tuck these two strands in here, melt it off, and then I'll pull these around and tuck them pretty much into the same spot so everything is tucked in together. So I'll show you, try and show you on camera here how I'm going to do that once I get these guys nice and tight. And then if you want more to tuck in here, you can just make these ends longer at the beginning. Alright, so now I'm just going to go down maybe 2 loops or so. Pull that all the way through, grab a hold of the end here, pull it in nice and tight. Okay, now I'm going to grab a hold. We want this to be on the outside here. I'll grab a hold here, go through the same amount of loops. Probably these two right here will be good. Grab a hold of the end here, pull it through. Alright. Try to keep everything formed up right here. Alright, so there's those 2 loose ends pulled through. Alright, so now I'm going to bring this over and pull it through. Now if you notice, I have probably about 10 inches left. So again, that's where you can afford to not use as much. So with the 75 inches, you got a little bit of leeway. Alright, now to tuck these, I just like to gut it so it's a little bit less to have to pull through there. Alright, so now I'm going to pull it through the same spot where I pulled through the other one. Pull it nice and tight. Alright, same thing with the other side. Alright. Now see, this is where these little pieces you might have wanted to make a little longer. Alright, so now I'm going to cut everything off and melt it. Alright. Okay, there's all my loose ends. Get my nice lighter here. Melt it up real good. And again, with this butane lighter, it's good because you don't really melt everything else around it. And then I'll push it down. Nice and smooth. So then there it is. Not bad. But I wish I could come up with a better way. But now you form everything how you like it. And there it is. The dragon's tongue bracelet. So it's just a different way. See, if you notice, it looks like I was doing it a little bit tighter down here. And then it got a little bit loose here. But one thing I do at the end, once everything's all done like it is now, I run it under hot water and then let it sit overnight, and then everything tightens up real good and it's perfect. So just another neat way to have some 550 paracord on you, not just your standard Cobra weave. Thanks for watching.